Located at the intersection of surf and sophistication, Newport Beach, California is the ultimate destination for boaters seeking both atmosphere and adventure. The mild temperatures and sunny skies lend to year-round boating and endless opportunities for fun. One thing we've noticed is that things seem to come in tens around here. 10 miles of coastline for boating, swimming, sightseeing, and more. 10 yacht clubs boasting the finest displays of marine craftsmanship. And 10,000 yachts, earning Newport Beach the title of the largest recreational harbor on the West Coast and one of the world's most notable small craft harbors. It's also a jump-off point to iconic Catalina Island, an idyllic getaway of choice for more than a century. We'll show you the best ways to explore these locations by boat with the help of Ben Masonheimer, a seasoned yacht broker, trusted Volvo Penta partner, and California native. All right, Ben, we're ready for you to show us the best that this year-round boating community has to offer. So what do you have in store for us?
Well, first I'd like to introduce you to a Volvo Penta vessel owner whose family's been boating here forever. He's a great source of knowledge and he can really show you how he uses the boat in this area.
Awesome.
Then tomorrow we'll go ahead and take another boat that we have here in our inventory over to Catalina and experience that as well.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, let's go.
Let's roll. We headed over to meet Drew Warmington on his Tierra 44 coupe named Shinso for a local's perspective on boating in Newport Beach. So Drew, I understand you've got a long family history of boating in this Newport Beach area.
Yes, Newport's an old beach town. It kind of started as a surfer town, basically, and then as you know, it's grown up. It's gotten a lot more crowded, etc. But, you know, there is a lot of heritage here. The Newport Harbor Yacht Club is a National Historic Monument. It's been around since 1916, I think.
Wow.
You know, so there's a lot of old families that kind of migrated from Los Angeles and Pasadena down here to have summer homes, and it just kind of grew from that. We go back, my great-grandparents came down in the early 1900s. My grandparents lived here, my father lived here. I grew up in Newport, so we have a long history of boating in Newport Beach.
Yeah, so it's something you do a lot of today still?
I do. We do a lot of bay cruising, do a lot of cruising over to Catalina, a lot of just kind of living on the boat. So it's a big part of our lives.
So when you say we, are you boating with your family, with your friends?
Both family and friends. I've got kids in college, so they grew up boating, and now they're bringing their friends along. So we're making adjustments.
That's great. So it's still a way for you because you're being in college. Sometimes kids don't want to hang out with their parents anymore. So.
Yeah, it helps that they have some place to come and entertain.
So when you're out on the boat with your children, are they driving the boat ever?
Sometimes, yeah, they very much like the Volvo IPS system. They like the ability to drive the boat with a joystick. It's very natural to them, so it's like a big video game.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's one thing for kids these days, or for the younger generation, where we've grown up with using technological devices and joysticks and video games and things like that.
I love the IPS system. I love the maneuverability. I love being able to come into a very tight space when you've got weather, you've got wind, you've got current, you've got all these things going on. And you can literally just kind of move the boat inch by inch into the position you want. I've got the positioning system on board, so I can hit that, and the dynamic positioning system will take over, keep it on a spot, run out to go get a line, put bumpers out, whatever the case may be. And it's no longer the old days where you'd set your boat up, and then you'd have to run around and kind of do this kind of crazy acrobatic routine around the boat to get everything set up. The boat just does its thing. The engines keep it exactly where it should be. The boat's very much a platform now as opposed to just a device. That's probably the best way to put it.
So tomorrow, Ben is taking us to Catalina Island.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be the first time. Really excited. What are the things that you like to see there? What should we check out?
You gotta go to Avalon. It's really a pretty little town. It's kind of, when you're in Catalina in the summer, it's very much like being on a Mediterranean beach. You kind of think of yourself as, I'm on Capri, or I'm on some little island off the coast of Italy, because it looks a lot like it. And so it's a beautiful little town. And then the rest of Catalina is really pretty. There's two harbors at the end, which is kind of old California, really pretty beach, and the isthmus is the thinnest point on the island, so you can walk to the other side of the island, and then there's coves all up and down the island to go anchor at. So it's great. It's perfect place for, the bookend of Newport. There's a big old casino there that it's really Art Deco. It's built in the 20s. It's really neat. And then there's some great dining spots. There's a lot of restaurants. Great views from the wharf there. There's a lot of diving and in and around the harbor area. It's a really cool town that's just slightly offshore.
How do you get around there? Are there cars or?
There are some, but most people get around with golf carts, believe it or not. There's a lot of folks that live there that's their main form of transportation. Their golf cart is it. They don't like a whole lot of gas vehicles on the island. Obviously, gas is hard to get over there. And golf carts are kind of the primary form of transportation.
Sounds like an awesome place.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, you're going to enjoy yourself.
Drew definitely set the stage for what sounds like an incredible adventure on Catalina Island. Located just 26 miles off the coast and only reachable by way of water or helicopter, the island was a renowned hideaway for the rich and famous during the golden age of Hollywood. It remains to this day one of California's most desirable and exclusive travel destinations. Hey, we ready for Catalina?
We are. Good to see you again.
You too.
Captain Kevin's on board and he's got the boat fired up, so let's get underway.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
2 days is not nearly enough time to see all that Newport Beach and Catalina Island have to offer, but one thing is clear: boating rests at the heart of these communities. Exploring new destinations by way of water offers an experience unmatched by anything on land, and with the latest advancement in marine technology, it's even easier than ever to get there. Thanks for joining us on this first journey with Dockside Chats. We'll see you again soon for the next waterside adventure.